Got him. Now, Tank, now.
Welcome to your doom.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
We're fresh. We're fresh.
Okay, so while we're getting started, I have to at least tell you this stupid-ass joke that Charlie said earlier is fucking... I've been laughing at.
No joke is stupid to me. Go.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, a turkey asked the chicken. He said, "Hey, can you give me some advice about crossing the road?" The chicken said,
Okay.
"Don't do it, man. You'll never hear the end of it."
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. That's good.
I like it.
That's a very good. Like, I cannot wait to like pretend like I made that up to my kids. That's what I love about a good joke. It sweeps the nation. Everybody takes credit for it. Like you were good enough to give Charlie credit for it.
I said one time. I said, I was like, "Oh, you're killing me, Smalls," right? To this guy I knew, and he's like, "You know that?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes,
"The international phenomenon, the Sandlot."
Yeah. Well, no, he's like, "You know that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" But basically, he told me that he said his uncle made that up. He goes, "My uncle said he made that up." I go, "No, it's from the movie called The Sandlot, and the little boy's last name is Smalls." You know,
and hold on. How did your uncle sell this? What context? Was he also like hurting him in a baseball way? Was Wendy Peppercorn not lotioning the legs?
Yeah, like how long was he molesting you? Was it forever?
No, I was talking to someone about that movie the other day. It's like
dark?
So that movie Sandlot, we just watched it recently, and as an adult watching it again, I realized like
hold on a sec. Welcome to the Nonsensical Podcast. Man,
wait, do I still?
Jake,
my name is Jake. You're killing me, Smalls Bussy. That's my third burner.
Wow, good job, man. And I'm Adam. Just got roasted Riley. There we go.
Okay.
The Beast.
If you want
Riley.
clarity about the killing me Smalls, Adam gave me those were pun tokens
off of episode 107 with Robert Small.
Yeah,
I knew that Jake was gonna just carpet bomb the episode with "You're killing me, Smalls." So I made him. He got 2. I made him.
No, I made 3. I used one right away, and I savored the last one for like 6 months.
Although I found the loophole. I said, "You are extinguishing me, smaller person."
Okay.
But
okay, so just real quick with this, I realized because we watched The Sandlot with some friends again, and it was like, you watched it as a kid, and real quick, who was the star of that movie?
The Beast.
The Beast? Okay.
Who's the antagonist?
I'd say Benny.
Protagonist?
Most people would be like, Benny, he made it to the major leagues. And as an adult, I'm watching it again. I'm like, this isn't about Benny.
It's about Squints.
It's about Squints. Because here's the thing. Like,
he won.
No. It wasn't about Squints either. Because it's like, what? Benny, lots of people make it to the major. Not lots of people, but he made it to the majors. Congratulations. You accomplished your dream. The long Dennis Leary stepkid, he announced baseball.
Yeah.
Around it too. But Smalls had 11 kids with Wendy Peppercorn.
Squints did.
Oh, Squints.
Squints,
You said Squints.
Yeah.
Smalls was the hat guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in agreement.
Yeah.
The movie is about Smalls.
Dude,
because he made a move. He's the smallest kid. He made a move. He got to fuck the lifeguard. His kids probably run that pool right now.
Well, they probably run like a duck. Yeah.
They do. On top of that, his grandfather put the beast in the backyard to begin with.
Hell yeah.
This is all about Squints.
That's a euphemism.
Yeah. The entire movie is about Squints.
Yeah, I like it.
I think he wrote it. I don't know.
Did I say episode 127 already?
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Episode 127.
And actually, this episode is sponsored by something that is super spooky. This is the Shockwave Haunts in Whitewater, Wisconsin. You can dive into the depths of fear at Shockwave Haunts, where nightmares come alive and every step echoes with terror.
It's pretty good.
Brace yourself for an adrenaline-pumping, spine-chilling journey that will haunt your dreams long after you've escaped. Buy your tickets at the door or online at shockwavehaunts.com. Just one weekend in Rocktober remains. Man, that was all one breath.
That was pretty good. Like,
Don't delay.
Wait, say Killtacular.
Killtacular.
No, say Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, that's good.
Headshot.
That guy's almost dead. You can maybe take over for Halo.
There we go.
So let's see. I was gonna say, what have we been up to? Oh, also one more sponsor, real quick.
Yes.
Comedy Cabin.
Always sponsored by the Comedy Cabin.
And I want to say, like, everyone's heard about it at this point. Now you got to go. The weather's getting cold. Nothing to do outside. Trust me, go down there. I recently just saw Sam Talent down there.
Yes.
If you don't know who it is, look him up. He's fantastic. One of the best shows I ever seen. And it's right here in town. It's a 2-minute drive from where you're at. It's a great time. Go to cabinlaughs.com. Get your tickets now. He's got a lot of great acts coming in. Literally, I think he's booked out till January. I think he's got Michael Ian Black is coming
yeah.
in too. Like, and to Janesville, and like
It's pretty crazy
yeah.
stuff.
So can't say enough good stuff about it. Thank you so much for sponsoring us, and we'll be there.
So yeah. All right. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to start right away. Do you know? Are you ready for my tip of the cap?
Yes.
Okay. I was cracking up at this. Now, keep in mind, this is from a TikTok video that that I found after reading the article, and so you can kind of watch all of this happen, transpire through this lady's TikTok. Now, a lady on TikTok, she posted a video about complaining about her date recently. Right.
Okay.
This guy in the video, had been kind of hounding her for weeks, wanting to take her out for drinks or whatnot. Finally, she said, and of course, she's like, "I was bored, so sure, let's go." Right. One afternoon.
Yeah.
She's like, "Let's go meet up at this oyster bar. They have good drinks and whatnot." So anyway,
aphrodisiac because
not a euphemism, Tony. Relax. That was the clam. That's the clam jam right there. But anyway, so they go to an oyster bar, and now she's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna order some food." He's like, "Okay, you can get a dozen oysters for $15 on Oyster Tuesdays, right?" Well, she orders 2 plates, and he's kind of like, "Okay." Well, she loved it, and then she just kept ordering more plates.
Okay.
Right. And I like that she said, this is a quote. She said, "When the 4th plate came out, he was looking at me like I was crazy, but I don't give a fuck." She said, "Baby, you invited me out. I'ma eat." so and
for what it's worth, this might have been her Bronx Tale. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, anyway, so she ordered all those 4 plates. I mean, in the video, it's stacking up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can play it for the YouTube viewers or whatnot.
Yeah, I'll try to find it.
But like you're getting this like first person like journey with her. Now, she also ordered crab cakes and everything else, and just a ton of drinks. Like every shot of the video had a new drink in it, right?
Yeah.
And so the guy's like, he's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, blah blah, right?
Yeah.
And he never returned.
Look, we got catfish now, bitch.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like she posted a screenshot of their conversation, right?
Sure.
She posted it because she and I have to say, he was a lot nicer about it than I would have been. Like, because he was actually kind of a gentleman. And I'm just going to read you the conversation. She said, "Running out on the tab is crazy." Now, there's 3 Y's after that, so you knew it was crazy.
Yeah.
He goes, "I offered to take you out for drinks, and you ordered all that food. I can cash app you the total for the drinks."
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask here. It's like,
dude, keep in mind, what I haven't said yet is that she even mentioned, she goes, "He ordered 1 drink. He ordered, like, a drink."
okay. Singular. Yeah.
Yes, a drink.
Yeah. Was he also Dutch?
Yeah. But, like, say again?
To be fair, you don't really eat oysters, you drink them.
That's true. He said he drink oysters in
Fair
the
enough.
audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yuck. Snot in a rock, isn't that what Gaffigan calls them?
That's why it's an aphrodisiac. After a few of those, you're like, hey, a fresh one.
Yeah. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because I do have a thing on the aphrodisiac in a bit.
Oh,
so anyway, but like I thought that was pretty nice. He's like, "Hey, I said I'd take you out for a drink. I'm a man of my word. I'll cash app you for like the drinks."
Right.
And keep in mind, he got 1, she got a lot.
Right.
But because I think I would have been a little bit worse than he would have been.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting there thinking, like I would have been like, you know what, you should probably get a couple plates to go. You look so pretty and you really enjoy them. Treat yourself.
Yeah.
maybe your friends should come out too, right? And but I have to say, like the bill was $184.87. You see it in there.
That's like a Homer Simpson amount of seafood.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's it. Tis no man, 'tis a hideous eating machine.
Yeah, that's an incredible amount of seafood.
Yeah. I mean, here's your 90s Simpsons reference, but like, Mrs. Simpson, you're under oath. Remember that?
Yeah, I'll put it in the YouTube
Yeah,
here.
there you go. And then what did you do after you got kicked out of the all-you-can-eat seafood restaurant? We drove home. It's like, Mrs. Simpson, you're under oath. We went fishing.
It was great.
Does this sound like a man who's had all you can eat?
Yeah. So my daughter would have got that reference too, because she's consumed all the Simpsons. She's actually like playing the saxophone now. She wants to be Lisa, so she's getting perfect grades.
Don't get straight A's.
She's very nervous about being top of the class. I'm like, this has worked out.
That just means that your son's. That just means your son's gonna be like, I'll wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like later
that's fine. Lisa's she's gonna be president.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. Or at least create a giant tomato.
And that makes me Homer, which is pretty thick plot armor.
Son, you tried your hardest and you failed miserably.
Yeah.
The lesson here is
never try.
Yeah, don't try. All right. So anyway, back to it.
Sorry.
The bill was $184.87, and it even says she got called out. I love it too. She got called out because she tipped $26.13, which I did the math. That makes it just under 14%. I'm sorry, just over 14%, which is just a beautiful way to thank your server for like you sitting at their station for hours, you know, and it's just like, you know, the kind of person that would do that would probably also like run up a bill thinking somebody else was paying for it anyway.
That's what it is.
I know, but you know, before like you mentioned the aphrodisiac thing, and I was like, you know what, this is I feel like that's everyone's like hip shot thing, right?
Yeah.
I always heard that. So a lot of people consider the oyster an aphrodisiac, but there's actually no scientific evidence behind that. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know, man.
I guess
you watch a guy take an oyster down. If I'm a lady, I'm like, this is gonna work out just fine.
I don't know, man. Like if she's a spitter or swallower, I guess. Like, you know, if she spits an oyster out, you're like, you got your own bill. We're going Dutch.
Low tide.
Yeah.
The audience said low tide. We're gonna get him a stool up here. He's crushing it back there.
I'll push one out for you. So anyway, but to me, honestly, like, because I abhor like seafood and especially like oysters and stuff like that. So like. And if somebody's like, ooh, oysters are aphrodisiac, I'd be like, not for me. That shit is saltpeter. You know, like
I like it.
I'm
into it.
Yeah.
I'm a good sport.
Yuck. Well,
I want to do just a quick rant. I know how much Adam loves football, so I want to do a quick rant about football.
Are we talking about soccer?
But so the NFL has been trying to like shove football into Europe lately, and I got to tell you, I don't think this is a good idea because they kill each other over an incredibly boring game.
I don't know if you remember this or not, but my dad was a professional football, American-style football player in I know, England.
We can't popularize it because I've watched soccer, and it's a great way to take a nap. Right? But if we get an actual exciting game, like all of our crazy white guy, like, you know, hooligan energy, you know, comes from Europe. Right, and then like we watch soccer and we're bored to death by it. We can't take this hyper scoring game back over there to them. They won't know how to handle it. It's too exciting. It's like super stimuli to them. So I'm just saying, I think this is a horrible idea.
Well, I mean, I guess since you mentioned it, I won't delve into it too much, but I guess we'll keep you updated in case it happens. But Cristiano Ronaldo, that soccer player,
maybe that's what I was thinking about.
Okay, so he was over in Iran. And I'll just go.
He's like the one. He's like Dave Beckham and him are like the two.
Yeah, they're
knows,
like probably like the billionaire like soccer players.
Okay.
Right? Well, anyway, they some lady who was nice enough to paint him two pictures. He was super excited about it, like posing. He was in a crowd of people, like posing with the pictures, and he hugged her and kissed her on the cheek. And now he's being charged with adultery in Iran and been hit with several lawsuits.
For a kiss?
On the cheek, and he hugged her because
he didn't even buy her seafood?
You know what? He's the kind of guy that would be a gentleman and pay for the drinks.
No, that's interesting. So
they are trying to give him 99 lashes.
They can't even corner him on a pitch. Sports.
Yeah, that's what you should say.
Yeah, good luck, man. You're going to get some lasso training today. It's like we've been lasting him all day. We haven't landed one.
I also have to say thank you very much, Tony. Tony got us another bottle of Blackened.
Yeah.
So there we go. This is Metallica's whiskey.
Yeah.
And Tony's had us swimming in it lately.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Tony. Fuck you, Tony. That's my liver. You know?
Yeah. I'm so used to drinking swill.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm a Jim Beam man, and he spoils me. I'm like, ooh. Oysters are next.
Yeah. He's gonna run out.
I'm moister than an oyster.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Just a squirty muscle.
Kegels.
Actually,
Kegels. Any ladies? You doing them?
Yeah.
You doing them?
Stop. Stop. You're gonna cause a highway pileup.
Yeah.
I wanted to say. So recently, one of the reasons we kind of missed a week or here or there, we had a tattoo convention that we had to go to, and I want to say hey to listener Paul.
Yeah.
I didn't know Paul listened to us. Paul is one of the reasons I got into tattooing. He's honestly, I cannot speak highly enough about this guy. In the small chances we've got to work together, like we would play Mario Kart. He's literally like just, like a big brother kind of energy. I've always looked up to him, but I found out he listens to us and he thinks we're funny, which is a good compliment.
Which is weird because he's
smart. Yeah. And I'm like,
so,
you do?
He has his guilty pleasures.
But I do want to say what was kind of funny. We were laughing about it because I don't know if you've seen me and if you've seen Paul. We don't really look like tattoo artists, which I really kind of like because then I don't have to talk about it all the time. Like, and that's just like, don't get me wrong. I have plans to get a lot of work at some point, but I'd like not. But the convention was pretty slow. Like, there just wasn't a lot of foot traffic there. So when Paul and I were walking around looking like not tattoo artists, we were the belle of the ball. I've never been so, like cordially talked to by other tattoo artists in my life. I just let them think I was a customer at the time. And I was like, what machine are you running? They're like, oh, fuck you. You do this too? Like, yeah, I'm in the back. No one knows me. So I do a podcast.
For free. Huh?
But anyways.
Oh, join our Patreon.
Yeah. But anyways, thanks for listening, Paul. Like, I can't speak highly enough about you. So if you ever want to come, swing by.
Yeah, there you go. Jake will even buy you some oysters.
Yeah. I'll buy it. I'll leave it in the sun.
Oh.
What do you? Actually, I wanted to go right into one more thing.
Okay.
I guess a horrific story, an anti-tip at the cap. There was a story about a lady who had a needle in her brain for 80 years. Did you hear about this at all?
Okay.
All right.
Can you, like a sewing needle or
a sewing needle?
Okay.
Yeah. So what it was, and
now I don't know math.
It was just kind of an interesting story, but it was 80-year-old woman lived her entire life with a needle in her brain, and eventually a CT showed the Russian, of course, woman, first time getting a scan in her life, that apparently, and what this originated from was World War II.
Really?
Because her parents essentially attempted infanticide because of the horrific, conditions going on in World War II, and I don't know, it rolled off her back.
Dude, so. Could you imagine if she went in for like an MRI?
Well,
I'm sure it'd leave a bigger exit wound.
Yeah, it'd be like she looked like JFK in Dallas.
And if you don't remember, I have to bring it up.
Yeah.
My favorite conspiracy theory is that JFK was not assassinated. His head just did that.
Yeah.
So
it was an opportune moment. Dude,
yeah.
You know who was most surprised? Lee Harvey.
Yeah. He's like, ooh.
You know what I mean?
Finger straight off the trigger.
Imagine getting you got a misfire. Like,
yeah. It is a magic bullet.
Yeah. I'm a patsy. I'm a patsy. So.
Oh man. Also, fun fact, just in case you didn't know this, I said this to a couple of people. I guess I thought more people knew this, but I'm a weirdo and I look into shit. Do you know that JFK's brain is missing? In case you didn't know that, look it up. It's pretty interesting.
It's a bit of it's on the dress.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of that, you know that Jackie Onassis did not change. Because she had her husband all over him, all over her, and she was like, "No, I want everyone to see what Texas did to my husband. I want them to see what happened." She was like, it's kind of gnarly. It's kind of
like someone spilled a tray of oysters on her.
Yeah. Well, he
steer
paid.
It back funny. Steer it funny.
He paid.
Yeah. All right, so we're back from a break, and we got into good. I forgot that Jim Jones apparently sold monkeys.
I'm sorry. I know this is such a tangent.
Jim Jones.
If you're listening right now, you're skipping backwards. Wait, what? Were we talking about this? But yeah, I was saying
Jamestown.
Yeah, we're
Death
filling
in the Jungle. Jim Jones.
Yeah. That, and it's obviously Flavor Aid, not Kool-Aid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the in the break while we were filling up drinks that I did and Jake didn't.
We're blacking.
Yeah. We're blacking it out.
Yeah.
But no, I said my favorite Jim Jones fact is that Jim Jones, before he started the cult, was a door-to-door monkey salesman.
Yeah.
And that is super funny to me. That's not a joke. That's real.
That's where he learned to lead a congregation. He got back in the hot van, come on, guys. It's gonna be fine.
When Jake said off camera, he goes, "Can you imagine on a fully stocked day, open up that van on
I gotta move some of these monkeys."
Yeah. They got monkeys coming out the wall.
Yep.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, after the Jim Jones thing, people were like, I bought a macaque from that guy.
Yeah.
And so like I just pictured like Jim Jones like coming down the like when you hear that
like
ice
a
cream.
vintage Jim Jones monkey.
Yeah, like yeah, dude, like on eBay.
It's like a real McCoy.
No, I'm picturing like all of a sudden you're like, is that the ice cream man? But it's just Jim Jones with monkeys.
Oh yeah, he's got fucking like an organ grinding monkey on the top. So what I had remembered about Jim Jones, this was from a different podcast, and I think it was Ohio, I believe, but it was like, and this is to the shame of Ohio, but on record, Jim Jones and his wife were the first white people to adopt legally an African American child.
Yeah, I mean honestly, like you take the whole like forced suicide thing out of it, right?
Yeah.
He actually did great for race relations. Well, and I'm not even like trying to be funny. Like he was like,
well, these were communities that were forgotten about, and you had a person that was trying to like reach them. That's why he was able to.
I'm
like,
not like co-signing on what he did.
No,
like. Yeah, I'm co-signing on like the race relations, but not.
I was fine with I was fine with the
monkey.
monkey salesman. You got to remember, this was in like the 70s. We didn't know that the cat and the dog were going to be it. We thought maybe the bird and the monkey. The bird got a foot in there. The monkey, someone tore a face off, and that was the end of it.
Oh my God! No, they always go for the genitals.
Genitals, face,
Dude,
and hands.
chimps will fucking rip your dick off,
yeah,
and then chew your face.
But every time,
vice versa.
Yeah. But every time it does, it's like in a suit, and they gave it Prozac. You know? It's always like it's always.
You get cigar burns from a monkey. Like,
yeah, it's never the owner. It's always an attack dog that doesn't understand people sometimes come over.
Oh my God, where were we?
Jim Jones.
Okay, before that. All right, I'm just going to go with this. Okay, so speaking of animals, right? Did you know that pigeons can tell the difference between paintings by Picasso and Monet?
I have a weird pigeon fact, but I didn't.
You have a pigeon fact?
I have a pigeon fact. The video that you might have seen, it was an excellent video. I'll go into it after this.
Just go ahead. I'm going to hear your pigeon fact.
Okay, so there's a pigeon video, and this is horrific and brilliant. So basically what happens is they have a pigeon, and it pecks at a target. And when it pecks at the target...
it's an old-timey, like...
Yeah. It pecks at a target, and then it gets treats every time it pecks at the target. They replace the target with the outline of a battleship cruiser, and it would peck at the battleship cruiser, and they would start to move it. And as it would move, if it pecked it, it would get more food. So it learned to peck at the battleship cruiser. And then they took that pigeon, they put it in a missile with a tiny window on the front, and the pigeon was guidance. And so the pigeon...
This is before, obviously.
The homing pigeon was a homing missile.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think it was ever used in real. I saw the same video. I don't think it was ever used like in real world scenarios. But but it's super interesting. Like they're very intelligent. But anyway, so excuse me.
Yeah, we're really tangenting today.
Yeah. So pigeons, they exhibit an astonishing ability to distinguish between the artworks by Picasso and Monet. This distinction is based on their visual acuity. Following, go ahead.
I would say I would wonder because Monet's stuff is very, to the naked eye, I would say blurry. Monet almost went blind by the end of his life, and Van Gogh is almost the opposite, where his clarity is so crisp. I think it's called neurological mixing that he does with his color palette.
Really?
Yeah. You stand back from it, and basically your brain interprets signals coming in, and it creates colors in your mind for Van Gogh. And
I've heard
also Monet as well. So
I've heard like people described it as Monet's, like good from afar, far from good.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, so this distinction is based on their visual acuity, allowing them to perceive unique patterns and brushstroke styles. Researchers have conducted experiments where pigeons successfully identified paintings from these two iconic artists. These birds showcase an unexpected depth of artistic discrimination and a testament to their visual perception.
City birds.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the hillbilly birds like, is that Norman Rockwell? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That was me smoking a cigarette like a hillbilly. Yeah. So this intriguing skill highlights the remarkable visual processing capabilities of pigeons, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's neat that like birds can be taught. I know we talked about it maybe like 2 years ago or something like that about how they were trying to teach crows I'm sorry, I misspoke. They were successfully teaching crows to pick up cigarette butts.
They could do
and
that.
Deposit them. Like that's pretty because crows are so smart. They're like, oh, you want a cigarette butt? And then there's the other guy who like taught a crow to go and like gather.
He paid his rent.
Shiny things
Yep.
and money. And so that crow taught other crows like, hey man, you go pick up a dime, like you get like a handful of nuts.
And that's what it is. It's basically, you give it a better treat when it brings back something of more value and they learn. And I was kind of wondering, like, at what point is he culpable for just robbery? Like, if these birds,
it's like literally a murder of crows.
Yeah.
Murdering.
Well,
I mean, that's like obviously 3 crows, but do you know what 2 crows are? Attempted murder. Whatever. Fuck you guys.
I will say, actually,
that's funny.
I did have a question about. So, I recently moved out to a place with a little more wilderness, and I am now in a fight with a woodpecker. And it's woken me up a couple nights. But basically, it gets in the house and it's hammering the house. But the problem is that this thing is endangered. It's protected. It's like you get rid of it, you go to jail. So I'm wondering,
like when they move into Peter Griffin's beard.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do anything about it. So it's like I am left wondering, how much do I have to help my cat kill this thing before I am culpable? Like, if it's a cat on a stick catching this bird, is that? I thought about putting like cat trees where it could like climb up on the side of the house, because it's only one spot right next to my bed that it basically it freaks the dog out too, because it's basically like knocking on the door every morning. So yeah. So. Let me know. You got suggestions of how to kill a woodpecker and get away with it.
All right. What else you got?
Oh, actually, I thought we can go right into... Well, I got 2 games here. I got a Halloween game or a different kind of a fun game.
Halloween game.
Okay. So I thought it'd be
we'll
fun.
Get to the other bastard later, right?
We will.
Okay.
So I have the top Halloween search costumes according to Google.
Ooh.
So let's just see. Throw it out there. What do you think? And keep in mind, Halloween...
Are they couples?
No, the number 1 is strongly in favor of girls that want to dress a certain way.
Ooh, I hope it's girls shaving their heads and trying to claim the fame and convincing their husbands to slap people.
Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yeah.
Costume?
Yeah.
Dude, that is a true monster. Like, I've watched...
Dude, that bitch is fucking wacky.
I've watched her consume someone that I really enjoyed.
Like,
she destroyed Will Smith from the inside.
I'm upset that we had to find out, because I don't know if you saw this in the news. I don't have anything written on this, but I just saw recently, it was like, we've actually secretly been... separated for 7 years or whatever. And it's like,
oh, I knew.
We had to find out at the same time Will Smith found out? Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
No, it's like Will Smith seems like, those Faustian deals where they make the
Will
deal.
Smith.
It's like, I want to be the most popular person in the world. It's like, fine, but you're going to be married to a monster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's going to destroy your career.
Like, you're going to love that single chair in the hotel room.
Yeah. Oh, the cuck chair.
Yeah, as Renee would call it, the cuck holder.
No, I like. Did you guys watch the Red Table Talks? Do you remember seeing?
I only saw the
this
memes
is before the
like,
slap.
I get all my news
Before the slap, I remember watching Jada sit across from her husband and tell him that she didn't need his permission to step outside their marriage. And I'm like,
I just watched his teary face be like,
well, then
are we secretly?
Yeah. And I watched him push it down, and I'm like, I'm wondering where that's going to come out. And then I watched the Oscars.
It came out.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, that slap should have went across a red table. I'm sorry. That was bottled up.
Man.
And Chris Rock didn't deserve that. He had way more hair than her.
Man, I'll tell you, Chris Rock talking about it.
Like when the Cranberries chick died, Will Smith got an erection. Because of that.
You let it linger?
Because she's bald.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Isn't that Sinead O'Connor?
Sinead.
That's not the same lady.
The Cranberries chick wasn't bald too?
I don't know, man.
Maybe I'm thinking of a cranberry.
All
right. Sorry.
Maybe you're thinking of the Glean off of...
I'm thinking of a red table. Cranberries are red. I don't know. You're right. So, anyways, I felt bad for Will Smith to where it's just like, I love Will Smith. I loved all his movies. Yeah. I saw a quote recently. It's probably fake, but Jada Pinkett Smith apparently doesn't enjoy his movies. What a knife in the heart.
Dude.
Like, what a bitch.
Dude, I'd have been like, what was she in The Matrix?
Yeah,
like
she ruined
3?
it. She was in the second one. She wasn't there.
She wasn't. Are you saying she Yoko?
Yeah, she wasn't there at the
Matrix?
ground floor. She showed up. Her and Roy Lewis, who was the boxer.
Tommy the Machine Gun.
Roy Jones Jr. Is that a boxer?
Sure.
Yeah, he was a captain of a ship, and she
All
was a
I
captain
know about
of a
boxing is never bet on the white guy.
That's true. All right.
That's a Leslie Nielsen
So
quote,
listen,
by the way.
Jada, why don't you come have a seat at the red table?
Is that Naked Gun?
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right.
So,
did you have a point?
The number one costume.
Yeah.
It's not Jada Pinkett Smith. It's Barbie.
Oh, fuck.
Barbie.
Oh, my God.
It's
the number
Barbie
2 is Ken, obviously.
Nope. Number 2, Princess. Number 3, Spider-Man. I like to think these are all girls. I would date number 3. Number 3 is fun.
Dude, I think, but the coolest chick who's going as Spider-Man isn't going as like sexy, like skin tight Spider-Man. She's going as like the one version of Spider-Man where it's like he's actually like growing fucking arms out or legs out. You know, like that's the one.
The wrong attributes.
Like, no, I'm Man Spider.
Yeah. He's swinging, but he's not shooting it out of his wrists. Everybody's like, save me from the guy that saved me.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, so it goes Barbie, number 2, Princess, generic, fun, whatever. Spider-Man, number 4, Witch.
Yeah.
Number 5, Fairy. Number 6, Wednesday Addams, which was probably number 2 last year.
I've been a couple of these so far.
That's what I meant.
I've
seen Adam in thongs and all this.
Dude, my goal is I just buy whatever XL girl costume that's on sale fits me, and then I'm like, well, can't take it off or else it'll rip. And then I'm like, just wear it. All the... What are you showing them?
Laughter in the audience here.
The tattoo of the spiders on the crotch.
Oh yeah, that always like. So
I'm not sorry for sending.
In the audience, he's showing her on the tattoo of it's a butthole tattoo where it's a spider.
It's not a butthole. It's like inner thighs. You could put it for the YouTube viewers. I'm sure.
This one's blanked out.
It's like the thorax.
Yeah,
is the
thorax.
Butthole.
I thought, honestly, to be fair, I like for YouTube viewers, like if you're looking and Jake puts a picture up, if this doesn't get cut out, I just have to tell you, what a beautiful way to hide the actual bugs. Like it's a pretty ingenious thing to do.
That's
right?
true. Like your spider has babies. Gross.
Oh yeah.
That always went back to the tattoo convention. That always wins like the most unique tattoo. It's always someone that has a spider coming out of their butthole. It's like, we get it.
Yeah.
You like the lights on. Dude, get it dark like the rest of us. You
Oh my
weirdos.
God.
Eat some oysters and get in there.
Okay, I have to say this is a write-in from listener Jay. This is another Renee. Do not look this up.
Ooh.
All right, do not look this up. But it's a Colorado campfire.
Okay.
And I'm really excited because I already messaged one of our listeners, listener M from Colorado, and I said, "Hey, do you like a Colorado campfire?" And she goes, "Yeah." I go,
what Colorado girl doesn't?
I go, "You disgusting!" And then I just sent her a screenshot of the Urban Dictionary Colorado campfire, and I was contemplating reading out loud and just having you just beep out what I said. But I'm just gonna leave it to the imagination.
I'm gonna look it up. Keep talking. Let's see. Just keep talking.
No, we're done.
Going to the next thing. I'm looking it up.
All right, so we're going to go into a game here.
Keep going. Oh, they're all looking it up in the audience. Okay. Well, I'm going to read it. I'm not going to let this silence.
Yeah, just do it.
All right, this is off the cuff. I haven't read far into the paragraph.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I really think it'd be funnier if, as you for people to listen to it, you just beep out the awful shit. Because I don't need AI like flagging us. Because I'm sure it already does because they say pussy fart all the time.
Oh, this isn't that bad, but it requires timing. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because after she said, she was like, I knew it. Because after I sent her the thing, she was like, I knew it. Because, this is a listener, Emmett, in Colorado. Because she fell for my dupe. And then I go, ask your husband if he likes Colorado. Yeah. And then she goes, he doesn't like graham crackers. So and then she sent me a picture of them making a s'more, but with a, the fudge stripes.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I got there would be fudge stripes.
Yeah. Like with this, like definitely, interesting, but it's no New Orleans chili pot or like the Green Bay butter churn or whatever the awful one was.
Green Bay butter, or what's the one? Is something San Francisco bird feeder?
San Francisco bird feeder. Yeah. I do have a Colorado story, actually.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so this was there was a viral video.
Wait, really
recently.
quick, Renee, don't look up Colorado campfire.
Yeah, don't look it up. Don't let us know. I love when I get the text like,
"You guys are disgusting."
Where it'll just be.
By the way,
it'll be you.
By the way, I have to say this. I really want us to do a super spooky episode.
Oh,
so hopefully we're gonna get Renee on board. We'll do something that's real super spooky.
I'm into it.
So yeah,
let's do it. Okay, so in Colorado, there was a viral video this week that you might have seen where basically it's Bigfoot. Did you guys see this? Okay, I got a couple nods. All right, so it was a viral video, and it was basically, here's the thing, is like it went viral, and it did kind of look like the old classic Bigfoot. It looks like me walking up a hill. Well, I have the exact same gait. I have the
Jake
same body
has those
proportions.
long monkey arms. Like he has like knuckle draggers.
I do. I have like 6% Neanderthal DNA. My brother took that test, and he called me.
You know, I love the best part about that, Jake, is that I don't know if you know this, but I'm pretty sure like those 23andMe shit, like they trace only like your mother's mitochondria, which means that you probably like just on your mom's side you have 6%.
Yeah, I got a lot of it.
But like you compound that with your dad's side, you know, like there's probably more than I mean,
no, I got perfect knuckles. Like for tattooing, I can be like, it's like where I have hair, you can get tattoos. That's it. And the skin changes
like,
where it's
why
not.
you show me your penis, sir? Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
said,
Where
I said what I said.
it holds. It holds. It does. It holds. No, my brother took that test, and like he's like 6'4", like blue eyes, red beard. Like I don't want to take that test. Like I know I'm my dad. Like I have the kind of face. Others have it too. Where it's like the right bathroom light. It just looks like you're wearing his skin. I hate it. I don't need to know. And also with 23andMe, I always wondered the parameters. They're like I'm 6% from Ireland or whatever, and I'm always like, how long till someone's from Jersey? Like where's these parameters? And
or the people are like, it says I'm from Argentina.
Yeah. Oh, so interesting. I will say my grandma did the genealogy thing, and I did find out that apparently Winston Churchill is like my third cousin. And I will say, like, great, history's ugliest man. History's most famous alcoholic. I didn't need to know this.
Hell yeah.
So, and here I am yelling in a microphone. We'll drink on the beaches.
Drunk. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
So, but yeah, so anyways, in Colorado, it was a bus tour. The main video was taken from a guy named Brandon who was from Florida.
Are you going to show it for YouTube viewers?
I will.
Okay.
And basically what it was there was like a Bigfoot tour place where the guy who owns it dresses up like Bigfoot and runs up the hill.
I would too.
Yeah.
But isn't it, I thought that they, I know that we talk about weird laws here and there, but like I'm pretty sure that they passed a law like in one of the states. Tony, maybe you can get on this for fact checker, but they made it to where it is legal to hunt Bigfoot, like in Missouri.
That's an awful
or
law
something
because
like
there's
that.
hairy dudes.
It's like, dude, you're gonna get fucking smoked.
Dude, you're gonna murder a hairy guy who's just out there trying to noodle a catfish. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, yuck.
We're out there. It's also illegal to kiss a chick on the cheek in Iran, apparently.
No, yeah. You get 99 lashes, but a bitch ain't one.
That's true.
All right. So now as a kid, do you remember like how you knew it was going to be a great day as soon as that teacher just rolled in that TV on
the AV cart? Yeah.
On the I have it typed in AV cart. So
yeah.
Thank you. So you're like, hell yeah. Like I don't care if it's Schindler's List. Doesn't matter. Huh?
Washington.
Oh, in Washington. Oh, in Washington, you can hunt Bigfoot. Thank you very much, fact checker Tony, living up to his namesake. So if you live in Washington and you dress like a fucking ape,
Tell you
you
what.
get shot.
Yeah.
Legally. So imagine if like you get taxidermy and it's just your stupid face with your stupid plastic mask.
Dude, like Bigfoot had a wallet.
Yeah, this isn't movie quality. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, speaking of movies, so you knew it was going to be a great day when your teacher rolled in with a giant AV cart, right?
Yeah,
like hell
that means
yeah.
substitute. That's what.
Hell yeah. So as an adult who's I'm friends with some teachers, I happen to know that your teacher was hungover those days, right? That is how you knew that they're like, movie? I don't know.
It's the only time I wish I was in the front row. That's the only time sitting in the back backfired.
You're like this, right? So anyway, a math teacher in
good
Florida,
at this.
a math teacher in Florida recently put on a Winnie the Pooh film.
Okay.
And the decision enraged the parents of all the terrified fourth graders, right? But I do have to say this.
You're nodding. I haven't heard of this at all.
So January 1st, 2022, the 1924 copyright for Winnie the Pooh ran out, which means that it entered the public domain. Now, when something enters the public domain, it means it is no longer protected by copyrights, trademarks, patent laws, or anything. It is literally open to the public and free to them to use to their personal discretion. Okay?
Okay.
So there's no cease and desist, right?
Sure.
And so that means that the filmmakers who created this particular movie whose full title is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh, this is like Pride and Prejudice and zombies. You know, where they
Yes,
they take it
essentially,
and then
yeah.
they add to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just do whatever they want,
Yeah.
right?
Right, sure.
So anyway, so the full title of this movie is called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. They were granted the liberty to produce a gruesome horror flick.
Sure.
Okay. So, and this is what the IMDb has to say about the movie. It says, and I quote, after Christopher Rob, I'm sorry, hold on, I got to get in my
Your Halo voice.
yeah.
Yeah.
After Christopher Robin abandons them for college, Pooh and Pillen embark on a bloody rampage, and they search for the new source of food.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Blood and Honey. So keep in mind, he didn't turn it on and then turn it off immediately, right?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Now, and I don't even want to say he didn't like turn it off when the fourth graders were literally yelling out like, "Hey, stop the movie! We don't want to watch this."
Yeah.
Right?
Piglet's in a blanket over here.
That, by the way, Pig in a Blanket is like one of my favorite moves with penis puppetry.
I was gonna say breakfast.
Yeah. Also the same thing with myself and Jake. So anyway, but no, he let it play for 30 minutes before shutting it off. And like there was some like intense shit. I haven't seen it, so maybe I'll watch it just for context, right? But like while I questioned the math teacher's like choice, it isn't because of like the violence, right? Because I mean, let's be honest. Fourth graders nowadays have already seen, like, over at the friend's house, they've already seen an ISIS beheading video. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but they have, you know. If you've got a fourth grader, you talk to them, you know, like, let them know that, like.
I got something to go into on that, but keep going.
Okay, so anyway, but while the violence in the movie is in no doubt inappropriate.
Sure.
Right? For children to watch in class. But it's not like what you think that I'm upset about. Because I'm like, what does Winnie the Pooh have to do with arithmetic? Well, you know, because it's like, how the fuck are you going to justify that? You know, keep in mind, this is at like a charter school, so that shit's just the Wild West.
I know, you're talking to a guy. You're talking to a guy whose American history teacher had us watch 8 Mile. So I mean, like, and here's the thing. I remember that day in
What'd
class.
you have for breakfast?
Mom spaghetti.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, but let's hear your fourth grade story.
Well, I mean, it's not really a fourth grade story, but it's like a development in recent modern life that it kind of does bother me. Did you hear about Activision with Call of Duty? They are putting voice AI recognition chat in there to identify hate speech. And what it is basically I've seen a lot of people that are like, you can't even threaten to fuck anyone's mom anymore, which is heartbreaking. But I do want to ask, like, is there an M on the front of that box or not?
Yeah,
like,
M for mom.
Exactly. But the thing is, it's like, here's my question. If we can put AI voice chat in there to monitor everyone's speech, can we put AI voice chat in there to monitor under 16-year-old speech? Yeah, like, that was a bit generous of a laugh. Truth be told, we had a snafu with some audio here, and I cut it back, and I'm like, you guys got to be generous to me. But it is a real question to where it's just like, what I hate.
Shit, I hated that joke the first time.
It wasn't that good. But it does, like, it breaks my heart a little bit to where it's like, here's the thing, because they're like, we can't have anyone speaking hate speech on there. Like, can you still decapitate someone with a shotgun and a glory
and then
kill?
Teabag them?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and it goes back to the whole, like, the Mortal Kombat thing. Like,
yeah.
Mortal Kombat, that I used to have
Dude,
this
I was
joke.
not allowed to play Mortal
Me either.
Kombat.
It was just pixels, you know?
Yeah, I got told. I remember my mother saying, like, because there was, like, this, like, I think it was, like, a roller rink. And I was terrible at skating, so I'd literally just take a bunch of quarters in my pocket and I would just play video games all day.
Yeah.
But, like, I would literally, they're like, you didn't play Mortal Kombat, did you? And I was like, oh my God, I didn't. Because in my brain, I was like,
no, I beat up a younger kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I was in the same boat to where it's like I wasn't allowed to play at the friend's house, even the friend rented it.
Yeah.
Were like,
Didn't matter.
But it's like Mortal Kombat now, and I like to joke about it, but it's like, if anyone's been online, you've seen the glory kills, this like really disgusting fatalities. And they'll leave a pile of bodies in the ground. And I always think it's so interesting. Like, if there was like a dick or a tit in that pile, they would take it off the shelf because that'll mess a kid up.
Only if it was a lady tit.
That's what I mean.
If it was a moob.
Oh, like a hairy
fine.
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where it's like, dude, I think we should get sexuality. Like, it's rated mature. Let's put sexuality into it. Because, like, I can't get away from the idea, like, Sonya beating Scorpion You know, and it'd be like, finish him. There's that joke. That's the easy one, where she'll fuck him real quick. And then, like, 18 years of alimony payment will just, like, get pulled out of Scorpion's soul.
Just watch it, just Scorpion just working overtime to pay for insurance.
Or he's, like, locked in a box beating on a window behind a restraining order and the time lapse his kid's growing up, and then he finally just blows his brains out. You know?
Every time, like, the kid's like, do you love me? He's like, get over here.
And the kid doesn't. And it'll be like, Sonya wins. Reality. You know?
Reality.
Yeah. That's like, so that's my whole thing. It's where it's like with the Winnie the Pooh, it's like these kids are freaking out because they're seeing it in school, but they're seeing it they've probably seen PanOlympics.org, all the 2 girls 1 cup videos. There's like 6 videos that have scarred the entire generation that we all. What's crazy to me is, like, if aliens reconstruct anyone, it's going to be those 2 girls. It'd be like, this is when society pivoted.
I thought it was when Harambe got shot.
It was. It'll be Harambe and 2 girls not knowing what they're doing on a spaceship.
Yeah, they're like, is that fudge?
Yeah, they show up to be a red Solo cup. They'll be like, oh no. I sold my soul to the devil for $55.
It is pretty scary stuff. But, you know, it is also scary.
The whitewater haunting.
Oh my God, sure. But also I've got a fear for you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So it is pitachinophobia.
Pitachinophobia. I'm not good with the Latin like you are, to where like.
Well, this one's Greek.
Even worse with Greek.
Going Greek, boys.
I tried that one time. It hurt. Polyp got knocked around. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, there you go. If you don't get that joke, look up Going Greek.
I went Greek, and now I'm sitting on my right cheek.
All right. So anyway, it's pitachinophobia.
Pitachinophobia.
Let me know if you're ready. Oh, do you want to describe the algorithm here? Just basically.
Oh, you have choices for me. Okay,
yep.
yeah. So basically, we're gonna have 2 fake ones, 1 real one.
Yep.
And we're all gonna find out.
So new listeners, there you go. Old listeners, I'm sorry you've heard that for the 127th time.
I'm gonna piss Adam off right now. I know it's the first one. Sorry, he likes to structure it. All right, go.
I hope you guess it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So number 1, the irrational fear of stickers or labels. Number 2. Irrational fear of the underarms of family members. Number 3, irrational fear of sea cucumbers. Pitachinophobia.
I don't even have anything to go off here except
I'll read them again. Pitachinophobia is the irrational fear of stickers or labels. Pitachinophobia, the irrational fear of underarms of family members. Pitachinophobia, the irrational fear of sea cucumbers.
I mean, we're all generally afraid of our mother's armpits. And the secondary one, sea cucumbers, is a large interior landlocked part of the country. I'm going to go with labels. The
Are you
first
saying
one.
that? Wait, what'd you say?
I'm going to go with there's a large landlocked part of the. I don't know what a sea cucumber is.
You don't know what a sea cucumber is?
I know what it is, but I
Dude,
never encounter it. I never encounter it, so I don't have like a But I'm saying like labels. Like I find something fun at the store.
Will you please put a video of a sea cucumber getting jacked off?
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen that?
Yeah,
they're so
they're
gross.
gooey ducks. They're dicks. I know what they are. No.
Yeah.
But I will say what I am afraid of is when I find something that I want to eat in the store and I bring it to my wife's grocery and she turns around and starts reading the label and I'm like, fuck. Because now I know I'm not going to get to eat it because I didn't get it out of the fucking healthy aisle. So I'm going to go with number 1, fear of labels and stickers.
All right. Anybody else? 1?
I sold you on that? Now I'm going 2.
2's too easy because it sounds like pit. Yeah.
Okay.
Adam hides it behind the obvious, so now I'm inclined to go with 2.
Fact checker? 1?
1.
All 1s and a 2? All right.
Fine, I'll stick with 1. I think 2 is probably where it is.
1s have it.
It's 1?
Yeah, yep. It's actually...
I knew that. I saw it in his eyes like, you fucker.
Yeah. Pitachion is the Greek word for label or ticket. But it's actually a pitachinophobia is if you have like, you don't like sticky things mainly.
Okay.
You know, so if like, let's say, you know, for example, you peel the sticker off that apple and you're like, leaves all that residue. You're like,
yeah.
You know, right?
I just eat the sticker.
Yeah.
Don't expose it. It's
fine.
My
God. You're just going to have a nested
Let it travel with the skin on it through the system. It's fine.
Well, it's a great marker. Like, man, 8 hours. Yeah. There we go. tie in with corn.
I will say, like, so we watched The Whale, the movie The Whale, and so my wife Lindsay, I forgot about this, but there was one part, and there's a couple gross parts, and it's a good movie, but like, there's a part where he is eating pizza, and then he is typing on a laptop with greasy pizza fingers, and she writhed in her seat and like went under the blankets, and I forgot she used to like manage Geek Squad, and she used to have these disgusting laptops dropped off. One time there was like cockroaches in one. They had to bag it up in a trash bag and set it outside. So I forget, it like unlocked her, and she just like I hate anything like a fish hook through the eye. That's my
eye stuff is pretty bad.
Hers is gross fingers keyboard.
Well, I'll tell you, the nice thing about like a laptop is that if you use it for business, it is a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads me into saying, if you are tired of all the paperwork that comes with running a small business, headaches from hundreds of new tax laws, let Jensen Accounting be your Tylenol. Let them.
And I will say, I recently saw that last year the IRS claimed that Americans avoided $68 billion in taxes.
Yes,
that they're going to crack down on again. So again, Jensen Accounting.
Come on, Jensen, helps us out.
Help us hide it.
Yeah, so there you go. You can find Jensen Accounting on Facebook by searching Jensen Accounting and Consulting. You just a quick jog from Rogan Shoes in Janesville, Wisconsin. Again, that is Jensen Accounting on Facebook.
That was fucking seamless. That was was
Yeah.
very nice. That was
Hold
very
on.
nice.
Boom.
Very nicely transitioned into.
Damn it.
I wanted to bring
That's
up
so cool.
a new. How important do you think college is nowadays? Like,
I don't know.
Be honest.
I think that I think plumber is going to be the new lawyer.
Yeah.
Like you could like the amount of money you can make versus like school. Like, dude, like I can't remember. I think it was you that was telling me like Harvard, because to get a Harvard degree like 40 years ago versus now.
yeah,
Like I can't remember
it's
the
like the
exact
same
numbers.
as house math, where it's
Well, it doesn't follow like Ivy League schools or just college degrees in general don't follow like inflation laws, or inflation algorithms or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like they just like it's like why isn't this raising, what is it, like 2.3% or a year or whatever
Right.
it is, right? Like why isn't this following this? Why is it literally 3 times as much as it was 15 years ago, right?
Right.
And to where like. So people will go in like, gotta go to college, gotta get this, and then they're like, now I'm gonna be paying off student loans for the next 40 years, and so that is that you? Oh no.
Well, so
but so with that being said, all of a sudden you're like, because I don't know if we saw the same thing, but because literally they use plumber as an example, but they're like, they brought it out. They're like, a lot of times, especially if you get to the point where you can start like, subcontracting or whatnot as a plumber, but like when it comes to like paying off student loans and money accrued, you make way more money like as a plumber, like way more money than like somebody with a college degree doing fucking HR or some shit.
General rule of thumb, if you deal with shit people don't want to deal with, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But so this British university is offering a new master's degree in magic and occult science.
Hell yeah.
Britain's University of Exeter announced it will offer an unusual postgraduate degree next year for those seeking a master's degree in magic and occult science.
Hey, man. Hey, look at this. I got a degree already.
Holy shit.
I got a degree.
Can I be your understudy? Oh, my
You
God.
can.
Yeah. So the university said the program will begin September 2024 and will analyze the history of magic and witchcraft, as well as the analysis of the occult in literature, philosophy, archaeology. I feel like you could do this on Reddit. Sociology, psychology, they're really padding the stats here. Drama and religion. A recent surge in interest in magic and occult inside and outside academia lies at the heart of the most urgent questions in our society.
I'm
Professor.
just saying, like, I know that like those like super witchy chicks are weird.
Yeah.
But, like, man, they always got their titties out.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They're always
that's cool, man.
Yeah, they're either like, I have a witch degree or I'm like a marriage counselor. It's like, follow your dream, and then they have like a partner who's a divorce lawyer. Professor Emily Seelove, whatever, will run the new course, said in a post on the university's blog, decolonization, the exploration of alternative epistemologies, feminism and anti-racism are at the core of these programs. And that's where I'm just
that
like...
sounds super witchy to me. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
like
like
this-
when I think of like witchy, I'm like, what goes good with Eye of Newt?
Yeah.
You know,
I look at it like, which one should I have chose?
more like sandwiches.
Yeah. So, anyways, if anyone's,
salami.
but I will say, if I had to defend this, I like to try to. Was it Steelman? You're like, I could see this being important for someone that wants to be an author or something like that. Where if like if you want to like follow up Harry Potter books or something like that. So I'm trying to like think of it, but it's like it's crazy to me. This is an actual degree that someone would be like, here's my diploma. Is that a wand?
But I mean, it's also the people like I don't know, like listeners write in if you know somebody that does well with a degree in gender studies, but like you can get a degree in just about anything, but like like what's that gonna get you?
That was kind of my question to where it's like, what's this? I don't know. For?
Yeah. I don't know. Like if you're up studying all night and you're falling asleep trying to study for these finals and whatnot.
Yeah.
A good way to stay awake is with Dead City Roasters.
Look at this.
Look at this. Dude, I'm shoehorning everything.
That was seamless again.
We got Dead City Coffee. It's the heavy metal coffee roasters born in hell, roasted in Wisconsin. You can find their coffee on the website at deadcitycoffee.com, Instagram at Dead City Coffee, or Facebook at Dead City Coffee.
Perfect.
Again,
Absolutely perfect.
Thank you, Rocky.
Yep.
And if you live in Rock County, coincidentally enough, Rocky will probably deliver it for you. So there you go. So order your coffee, and if you tell them that you heard about us on the Non-Essential Podcast, if you buy 2 bags, he will give you 2 bags for the price of 2, and it's a great deal.
Yeah,
like
this is from his previous deal, where if you mention us, it's 20% more.
Yeah.
That was my favorite deal. I wouldn't mention it when I bought it.
Shut the fuck up.
So I want to see. Did you want to try to break a world record real quick?
Oh yeah.
To see if we can do it. So a British cat has apparently set a world record for the loudest purr at 54.59 decibels.
I'm not going to dress up as a cat.
No, your cat's right there.
Oh, yeah.
So, Bella, a
Savannah.
cat owned in Huntingdon. Fuck you.
Should I get her?
Yeah. Cambridgeshire resident Nicole Spinks was awarded the
Nicole Spinks?
Spink was. Yeah, that's close. It's not it. Was awarded the record for the loudest purr by a domestic cat living. Which I don't know why living is in parentheses. Yeah. Dude, dead cats are so loud, especially when you like hit them. So,
you know what I've heard is, you know how to make a dead cat meow on a table saw. Meow.
That's a good joke.
I didn't come up with it.
Like I've heard this cat purr insanely loud. Like,
well, that's not a purr.
All right. So if we put her down here, I got my decimal reader out right now. Like now, I'm speaking at 70. 60, like 50. So let's put her up here. This won't work, but maybe it will. Maybe we can go into the next game while this goes.
I think we'll just have to pause and then she's not going to have it.
She has stage anxiety. This might be a clip.
She's shriveling up.
All right, Bella, for now, your record is safe. But we got one in training over here. But I thought that was kind of interesting until I actually like speak right now.
Fart.
That was 85 decibels, right? She almost took this whole thing out.
I think you're gonna. She's not great.
This is the end of the episode. We're measuring the sound of cats. We're about to do a new game. So this new game, I'd seen it. I thought this was kind of fun. Basically, what we're gonna do here, Adam and I, on the count of 3. Adam's gonna think of a random word. I'm gonna think of a random word. They're gonna be wrong. They're gonna be different from each other. But then, based off that word, we're gonna go again.
Oh yeah.
And try to. And eventually match the word.
Okay.
I have no idea how this is going to go, but if you see it, it went well. That's all I'm going to say. So are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. Meow.
Fart. Oh.
Did you say fart?
Yeah.
Okay, I got meow. Okay, now we got to think of where in between those words. 3, 2, 1.
Queef.
Litter. Queef.
Queef. Dude, a cat meow?
A cat farts and litter.
Well, so does a pussy fart.
So now we got
a queef, dude. I'm
litter
sorry.
and queef. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Trash
Queen.
can.
Did you say trash can?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, between trash cat and queen. Okay. We're going away from the goal. All right, we got 3, 2, 1. Royalty.
royalty.
All right, we did.
Did we get it?
No, that was awful. Let's try it again. Let's try it one more time.
Okay,
I can cut this. I can.
Okay.
No, all right. So, all right. You do the countdown. Maybe that'll help this time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Misfits. Okay, you said butthole and misfits. Okay.
Brick, are you just looking around the room?
Yeah.
By the way, this is from
misfits.
Tony.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering.
Okay. All right. Misfits and butthole. Okay.
Jizz fits.
Okay.
In butthole.
Do the countdown then.
Oh my God. 3, 2, 1. Danzig.
Underwear. You said Danzig and underwear?
Yeah.
All right. Go.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Microphone.
This is not.
We'll get it. Keep going. Go faster.
3, 2, 1. Whatever
Singer.
Jake's thinking.
Yeah, all right. Hey, we got it. Awesome.
I got it. Ah!
Should we have Tony do this with you? I bet you and Tony can do this. Let's get Tony in here. Come on. Tony, come on.
What?
You're going to come up here. You're going to end the episode. You've seen me
I have
do
a
it.
game left.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Hold on. We'll end the episode.
Fuck down,
Yeah.
Tony.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was...
Oh, we're not done.
All right.
We're not ending on that fucking turd you just did.
I like that game. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good idea.
I'm just bad at it.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I slightly topped the
Everything's
cat
gonna go to
idea.
butthole. All right. So I'm gonna do a catfish. This is a game that we started a long time ago. Long-time listeners are beating their heads against their phones right now as I describe to you what's going to happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna read to you 1 real article and 2 fake ones that I made up. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Number 1, creative barber crafts Wookiee mask from clippings, turning hair into unique Star Wars collectibles.
Okay.
Number
I
2,
can see that.
man's spare parts kit flagged for removal, consisting of 3 baby teeth along with a dehydrated umbilical cord and foreskin. Number 3,
I've seen those books.
Number 3, a man sold his dead mom's ashes on Facebook for $30 plus shipping. Backstory is an additional $5.
So I got to pay for shipping and the backstory. All right, I'm going number 3 because I want that to be the real one. That's my hope, because that sounds very creative. 1.
Yeah. Charlie already played. All right, so I'm gonna read them again. Number 1, creative barber crafts Wookiee masks from clippings, turning hair into unique Star Wars collectibles. Number 2,
Like kids with cancer that are not getting there. It's like Barbara wanted to do a
the little kid's
farmer's
like-
market.
It's just Number 2, man's spare parts kit flagged for removal, consisting of 3 baby teeth along with a dehydrated umbilical cord and foreskin.
That's super fun.
Number 3, a man sold his dead mom's ashes on Facebook for $30 plus shipping. Backstory is an additional $5.
I'm hoping it's number 3. That's my guess.
3,
A couple of ones out there.
One.
1.
3, okay.
3. Listeners, let us
twos?
know too.
Man,
I like
you guys.
I like 2 a
All
lot.
right, whatever. Anyway, okay, so obviously I themed it. So this happened actually recently. Is October 23rd, 2023. A pair of popular TikTokers a pair of popular TikTok users discovered that someone was selling an urn of human ashes on Facebook Marketplace.
2 for 2.
Decided they needed it.
Yeah.
The seller added that the purchase included a copy of a cremation certificate, and then the backstory behind the ashes is sold separately for $5.
Did you get the backstory?
I got the backstory.
Nice.
What
What do you think was $35 they needed?
Well, I'm not.
PlayStation
the
headset.
post actually said, he goes, I'm not reliving the trauma for free. That's why you had to pay $5 for it, right? Now there is no federal law against selling human remains when it comes to ashes.
It does remind me. You remember the girl that threw her ex-boyfriend's mother's ashes in the river? And
Yeah.
that was technically, I think that was, she got time for that. So that's interesting that it's
Now
you can sell it.
The TikTokers bought the ashes and paid the extra $5 to
Sure.
get the tea, right?
Yeah.
The seller said that the relationship with his mother wasn't the best. Her presence, even in the form of ashes, made him uneasy. He spent a while contemplating what to do with his mother's ashes. The seller's mom was an amazing woman, but could also be abusive towards her son, revealing a lot of manipulation and physical abuse. Everybody, and this is a quote. He goes, everybody says that, that you should always forgive the dead because they're dead. He said, but, I felt that very much, but why did she get a free pass? She never tried to fix anything when she was here. So here's your lesson. I've said this before in the past on the podcast, but like, here's your nice reminder. If you don't want people calling you an asshole when you're dead, don't be an asshole when you're alive. That's like the easiest thing. You know, it's just the easiest thing. And honestly, like,
So from asshole to asshole. So
damn it.
little
All right,
H,
hold on.
throw an H in there, it's fine.
Take two.
There you go.
Yeah, so she basically went from asshole to asshole. Am I right? Am I right, guys?
Holy shit.
Hey, get Netflix. Let's go.
Oh, fuck.
Get
I saw a
Netflix on the
Sebastian Cole stand-up that was terrible compared to that. So.
yeah, he's the asshole. Am I right?
But, or whatever. Yeah.
So anyway, with that being said, like, be excellent to each other.
Okay.
And party on, dudes.
Party on.
Yeah, this has been episode 127.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us, and hopefully we'll get something super spooky coming up here. So we got to give Renee on the horn to get something gross.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
my name is Jake, Campfire in Colorado, Bussy.
I'm Adam, moister than an oyster, Riley.
Yeah. Maybe we'll want to do a little bonus.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
All right, we can do this. All right. Mine's blank. All right.
Okay.
You do the countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Television.
Table. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
AV
Entertainment
cart.
center.
That's close. All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Stereo.
Three.